Good morning, students. Students, by now we have discussed about the types of taxes which were introduced in the French society during old regime. Now let us continue with the chapter and let us see the how the people of third state they struggled to survive themselves. There were several factors behind this struggle. The first was that the population of France it rose from about 23 million in 1715 to 28 million in 1789, and because of that there was a increase in the demand of food grains. But because the production of grains it was not matched with the demand of food grains, so the people they were unable to fulfill their food requirement, as the price of bread it rose high. Students, you know that most of the workers which belong to the third estate, they were employed as laborer in workshops, and their owners they fixed their wages. Even their wages they were not improved, and the prices of food grains at it was increased, so the workers they could not purchase food grains for their family, and as a result the poor they became very poor and the rich they became very rich. But students, you will be just now you know that the situation became worst when there was a situation of drought and it reduced the harvest. And because this type of natural calamity it occurred time and again frequently, and that's why there was a situation of subsistence crisis. Now let us see what going to be happened during that period. Actually, students, from the people or from the third estate, some persons they got the privileged, they got the opportunity to have the trade, or some got the education, they became either doctors, teachers, or some other professionals. So when they got this opportunity they became very prosperous, and they had the access to education, and that's why they got new ideas. And this very group it was known as middle class, because they earned their wealth either through expanding overseas trade or manufacturing of goods, or they got their good salary because of their profession. That is why now, because all of these they were educated, and they believed that no group in the society that should be privileged, means उनको छूट नहीं मिलनी चाहिए by birth. Rather, a person's social position must depend on his merit. They believed that whatever position a person has got, that should be on his merit, not because of his birth, which is there either in first state, second state, or third state. सो दीज आइडियाज़ दे इन्वेसिजिंग अ सोसाइटी, उन्होंने एक ऐसी सोसाइटी का निर्माण किया विच वॉज बेस्ड ऑन फ्रीडम एंड इक्वल लॉस, एंड विच प्रोवाइडेड अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर ऑल. And these philosophies, these I mean to say these things, they were introduced in the society by some philosophers such as John Locke, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and some other philosophers. Now, let me tell you that John Locke introduced a book, and this book name was Two Treatises of Government, and here he introduced several things regarding the doctrine of divine and absolute right of the monarch. Means he wrote in his book that there should not be the absolute rights for the monarch, or monarch should be appointed on the basis of uh, voting system. It should not be hereditary. And his views or his ideas they were put forward by Rousseau, and Rousseau proposed a form of government which should be based on social contract between the people and their representatives. One more book was introduced by Montesquieu, and the name was The Spirit of the Laws. And he proposed the division of power, that power should not be there within one hand, but it should be within the government, between the legislature, means all the three departments, they should have different powers: the legislatures, the executive, and the judiciary. And this model of government, it was put into force in the USA. I mean to say that USA was the first country who introduced or who adopted democratic government. And now, the American Constitution and its guarantee of individual rights, it became an important example for political thinkers even in France also. Now, students, earlier we just discussed about some social reformers or philosophers. Now, the ideas of these philosophers, even they were discussed intensively means on a large scale in salons and coffee houses, because in those days people used to sit together in either in salons or the coffee houses, and they used to discuss the things on the current society. And the ideas of these philosophers, they were spread among the people either through books or newspapers. Even the people who were not literate, means who were illiterate, who could not read and who could not write, these ideas of the philosophers, they were spread among these illiterate people through announcement. Even people who could not read and write, the other people who could read and write, they could read it in the public places, in the salons, in the coffee houses. And in this way all the people, they came to know about the news that Louis XVI has planned to impose further taxes. And that news enraged the people of third state, and they started protesting against the system of privileges. Now let us move further and let us see the immediate cause of the outbreak of revolution. As earlier students we have read that there were several reasons behind the outbreak of French Revolution. The main reason was the treasury was empty. So, and the another reason, it was that imposing of further taxes, more taxes only on the people of third estate. And to introduce more taxes, as we earlier discussed, that the king called a meeting of State General. So let us see what was going to be happen. Louis XVI had to increase taxes for reasons we have learnt in the previous section. Then how do we think that he could have gone about doing this? अब ये तो हमें पता ही करना था कि वो ऐसा काम कैसे करेगा, because in France during the old regime, means before 1789, the monarch, he did not have the power. monarch के पास power नहीं थी to impose taxes on his own. I mean to say on the basis of his wish or alone. He could not impose taxes, but he had to call a meeting. उसको एक मीटिंग बुलानी पड़ती थी of the State General, and which would then pass his proposal. और ये स्टेट जनरल ही होते थे जो उसकी प्रपोजल को पास करते थे for the new taxes. The State General. Now what do you mean by State General? Actually the State General was a political body. ये एक राजनीतिक बॉडी होती थी, मीन्स एक संगठन होता था, टू विच द 3 स्टेट्स सेंड देयर रिप्रेजेंटेटिव. इस मीटिंग में, इस असेंबली में तीनों स्टेट अपने अपने रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स को भेजते थे. बट हाउएवर द मोनार्क अलोन कुड डिसाइड व्हेन टू कॉल अ मीटिंग. हाँ, ये बात जरूर थी कि मोनार्क डिसाइड करता था कि मीटिंग कब बुलाई जाए. And the last time when the meeting was called, it was called in 1614, and this time it was just 150 years after the meeting was called by the monarch of France, Louis XVI. So on 5th May 1789, Louis XVI called together an assembly of Estate General to pass the proposal for new taxes. A resplendent हॉल मीन्स बहुत ही ज़्यादा बड़ा और बहुत शानो शौकत वाला बहुत भव्य हॉल इन वर्सेल्स इट वॉज प्रिपेयर टू होस्ट द डेलीगेट्स, जो भी रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स को आने के लिए ये प्रिपेयर किया गया. द फर्स्ट एंड सेकेंड एस्टेट सेंट 300 रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स ईच. फर्स्ट स्टेट्स में से भी 300 और सेकेंड स्टेट में से भी 300 रिप्रेजेंटेटिव आए, हु वर सिटेड इन द रोज फेसिंग ईच अदर ऑन टू साइड्स, जिनको दोनों तरफ एक दूसरे की तरफ मुंह करके चेयर्स पे बिठाया गया. While the 600 members of the third estate had to stand at the back, means they were not given the chairs or the seats. The third estate was represented by its more prosperous and educated members only. Earlier we saw that in third estate there were three categories. One was merchants, prosperous middle class people, teachers, doctors and lawyers, and then big peasants and big farmers, and then small peasants, small artisans and other. This time when the third estate was asked to represent his members, then it was asked that only prosperous and educated members they could join the meeting. So peasants, artisans and women, they were denied. They were not allowed to enter in the assembly. However, their grievances मीन्स जो भी उनके मन में गुस्सा दुख बढ़ा हुआ था एंड डिमांड्स दे वर लिस्टेड, उनको इकट्ठा कर लिया गया इन सम 40,000 लेटर्स which the representative had brought with them. Voting, as we discussed that voting in the state general in the past had been conducted. हमेशा वोटिंग स्टेट जनरल्स की कैसे होती थी? कंडक्टेड अकॉर्डिंग टू द प्रिंसिपल. कौन से नियम पे? दैट ईच स्टेट हैड वन वोट. दिस टाइम, अब इस बार भी टू लुइस 16 वॉज डिटरमिन्ड. लुइस 16 इसी बात पर अड़ा हुआ था टू कंटिन्यू द सेम प्रैक्टिस बट द मेंबर्स ऑफ थर्ड स्टेट. लेकिन इस बार बिकॉज दे वर एजुकेटेड and they knew each and everything, so the members of third state they demanded that voting now be conducted, कि इस बार तो वोटिंग जो होगी वो बाय द असेंबली, पूरे असेंबली में ही होगी एज अ होल, एंड वेयर ईच मेंबर वुड हैव वन वोट, जहाँ पर हर मेंबर को एक वोट होगा. दिस वॉज वन ऑफ द डेमोक्रेटिक प्रिंसिपल, क्योंकि ये एक हमारा डेमोक्रेटिक नियम है, प्रजातंत्रात्मक नियम है, विच पुट फॉरवर्ड बाय द फिलोसोफर्स लाइक रूसो इन हिज बुक, जो कि बहुत सारे फिलोसफर्स ने जैसे रूसो जैसे ने अपनी किताब में लिखा था द सोशल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. व्हेन द किंग रिजेक्टेड दिस प्रपोजल, राजा ने इस प्रपोजल को उनके इस बात को रिजेक्ट कर दिया. सो द मेंबर्स ऑफ थर्ड स्टेट वॉकड आउट ऑफ द असेंबली इन प्रोटेस्ट. तो थर्ड स्टेट के जो मेंबर्स थे वो असेंबली हॉल से बाहर आ गए प्रोटेस्ट करते हुए, इसका विरोध करते हुए. एंड द रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स ऑफ थर्ड स्टेट they viewed themselves as spokesperson for the whole French nation. क्योंकि जो रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स थे थर्ड स्टेट के वो अपने आप को देख रहे थे कि हम केवल कुछ ही आदमी नहीं हैं, बल्कि हम पूरे फ्रेंच सोसाइटी के, फ्रेंच नेशन के स्पोक्स पर्सन हैं, उनके नाम पर प्रवक्ता है. सो ऑन 20th June दे असेंबल्ड इन द हॉल ऑफ एन इंडोर टेनिस. तो जब बाहर निकले वहाँ से उस असेंबली हॉल से, उसके बाद वो 20 जून को एक इंडोर टेनिस कोर्ट था जो कि वर्सेल्स में, वहाँ पर वो इकट्ठा हुए. दे डिक्लेयर्ड, वहाँ पर उन्होंने देमसेल्व्स, अपने आप की को एक नेशनल असेंबली के रूप में डिक्लेयर किया. एंड स्वोर, और कसम खाई, नॉट टू डिस्पर्स, कि वो जब तक यहाँ से नहीं हटेंगे टिल दे हैड ड्राफ्टेड एंड कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, जब तक वो अपना संविधान नहीं बना लेंगे. एंड उस संविधान में सबसे पहले होगा दैट वुड लिमिट द पावर ऑफ मोनार्क, कि अब हम पावर की, मोनार्क की अनलिमिटेड पावर पर लिमिट लगाएंगे. देवर लेड. अब वेरी इंटरेस्टिंगली कि जो ये जो थर्ड स्टेट के मेंबर्स जो इकट्ठे हुए, जिन्होंने अपनी नेशनल असेंबली बनाई, वहाँ पर उनके जो लीडर्स थे वो फर्स्ट स्टेट और सेकंड स्टेट से ही बिलोंग करते थे. और यह पढ़े कि मेरा ब्यो वो एक नोबल फैमिली में पैदा हुआ था, लेकिन वो कन्विंस्ड था इस बात से, उसको वो कन्विंस था कि जो हमें छूट मिली हुई है, जो हमें प्रिविलेज्ड मिले हैं, वो हमारे बर्थ के आधार पर नहीं होने चाहिए. उसने इसके ऊपर एक जर्नल भी निकाला, एक उसने मैगज़ीन निकाली और डिलीवर जहाँ जहाँ पर भी वो गया, जहाँ जहाँ भी उसने लोगों को क्राउड के सामने, भीड़ के सामने गया, वहाँ पर अपनी इस तरह की पावरफुल स्पीचेस लोगों को दी. Now, next, one more reformer was there who led the National Assembly, and his name was Abbasius. Actually, he was a priest. वो एक पादरी था. He wrote a very influential pamphlet called What is the Third Estate. Now, these are some of the points which were held responsible for the outbreak of revolution in France. Now, this is all for the day, and we'll continue the further chapter tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day.